Local politics can be a dangerous business in Mexico. Just ask Carlos Brito, a 30-year-old political hopeful who wants to become mayor of the town of Jojutla in the state of Morelos. Brito is new to the political scene, but he knows that the risk of harassment, extortion, and even death at the hands of organized crime is very real.
I would be lying if I said I wasn't afraid. It would also be a lie to say that fear is not in the back of my mind. But today we're motivated by our goal to make Jojutla a better place.
At least 6 Mexican politicians have been killed in recent weeks. This includes Adolfo Serna.
Only way they're gonna make Javi said that city or town a better place is if they come back to law, statutes, commandments. How about Shmal Shai?
Nogueda, the mayor of a small town in the state of Guerrero, who was murdered on New Year's Eve. With the national election drawing near, political leaders in Mexico, like Ángel Ávila Romero, worry over these types of attacks against public servants.
I think this is a warning by organized crime against the political parties. The problem here is impunity and the phenomenon of political violence. The murders will continue because there is no punishment.
Experts say that the rising level of violence in Mexico is not only putting the lives of political candidates at risk, but could also be frightening voters, which could damage the democratic process.
Less political participation, less turnout because of fear, less people voting, and all of that again hinders the strength of a democratic system.
There are over 3,400 elected positions up for grabs in the upcoming elections. But it's candidates for local posts who are especially vulnerable targets by organized crime. 21 local public servants were murdered in 2017, which was also a record-breaking year for homicides in Mexico. The concern now is over the potential for yet another exceptionally violent year as we approach the 2018 general election. Manuel Rapalo, Al Jazeera, Mexico City.
All right, Brakatay Hawa, Brakatay Hawa Shai, Brakatay Hawa, Brakatay Hawa Shai, Brakatay Hawa, Brakatay Hawa Shai. All praise to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Waha, Kudash, Racha. Double honors to the elders and apostles that rule well, and salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth with sincerity. This is, just a quick lesson on update on what's going on in Mexico, since we are living in a time of prophecy. The Lord fucking political or they governmental officials and senators and that stuff up over there, man. All because they want to do what they want to do. They don't want to come back to Yahweh Shema Shai. That's why they're so much in fear, because they're not in the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. They're not promoting that, the Lord is on his way back. So the Lord is visiting their ass, man. But I got an article also. This is Mexico cracks down on criminal groups, announces troops deployment. Right, now this ain't the first time this has happened. They did this, if I'm not mistaken, in 2016 also. But they just updating everybody that they keep sending them troops out. I read an article before this, or watched a video that basically stated that once they start breaking up the cartel, after they killed a lot of them cartels off, they broke them up, and a lot of them went into like smaller gangs, which still was doing the little wicked shit that they do, man. From murder, extortion, adultery, all that shit, man. But that's why the Lord sending another force out to kill their ass off, man, because they wicked, man. But this says a Mexican army soldier patrols a clandestine fuel sip-honing area in Tepeka, Puebla State, Mexico, on May 26, 2017. It says Mexico has announced that it will be deploying a new wave of troops to deal with criminal groups in regions where violence led to over 25,000 deaths. Right. Now, just for the record, the reason why all these people dying is because the Lord killing them off, man. Satan ain't doing it, man. These Mexicans, Issachars, have you believe that Satan, through the Roman Catholicism or whatever religion they might be under, how you believe that Satan is the one that's doing it. So, I'm gonna grab 3 scriptures real quick. This is Job chapter 2 verse 1. It says, again, there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also among them to present himself before the Lord. And Salakia. Satan presented himself because Satan answers to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, man. It says, and the Lord said unto him, Satan, from whence comest thou? And Satan answered the Lord and said, from going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it. Right? So, with that being said, the TV, the philosophy that's being pushed out is that Satan and God is into it. So if Satan coming and answering to Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, like how he's doing in the scriptures, then, if it was really happening how they said it'd be happening, I'm pretty sure Satan would have went up there with an army. Because, them angels ain't going to let him in, But, it's all witchcraft, man. The doctrines that they get out here. That's why the scriptures say, basically don't believe in wise fables, man. Get this next one. Let me get back on topic. This 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 11. It says, and for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie. Right. So like I said, the Roman Catholic Church, have you believe in these religions, whatever religion Issacharites might be in, will have you believe in that Satan is killing these people and stuff, man. So, Satan is not killing these people. The Lord is sending a strong delusion that you will believe a lie, because ultimately the Lord killeth and maketh alive, man. And they also will have you believe that Satan is into it with Yahweh Shema Shai. But go to scripture right here. This is Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 39. See now that I am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. So these deaths is happening because of the Lord. So it ain't it ain't nothing to fear. It ain't nothing to be all bent up out of shape about. When you read articles like this. I kill, I make alive, right? And, the Lord can make you alive like how he did Yahushai. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand, right? So you people are caught in the Lord's hand, and this is y'all judgment, basically, man. These deaths that's happening over there in Mexico is a part of y'all judgment because y'all believe in another Jesus, man. Or is it to Christ? Oh, another. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 4. It says, "For if he that cometh preacheth another Jesus, and y'all believe in the white man as being y'all Jesus, man, that Caesar your picture, man. When Yahweh Shai himself, because that's his real name, is a black man. Yahweh, God, is a black man, whom we have not preached. Or if ye receive another spirit, that spirit that y'all receiving is of love and, all that extra shit, which ye have not received, or another gospel, and y'all have a totally different gospel. It's of religion. It's called Roman Catholicism, which ye have not accepted, ye might well bear with him." Right? So, y'all people coming in the wrong spirit, man. That's why y'all getting done like this. All right. Back to the article. It says, Mexico has announced that it will be deploying a new wave of troops to deal with criminal groups in regions where violence led to over 25,000 deaths last year. On Sunday, National Security Commissioner Renato Sales announced that federal police troops will be working with local officials to bring in major criminals and help with the investigations. Right now, to begin with, just as another note, Esau set these gangs and these cartels up, gave them the weapons, and gave them the drugs, man. So Trump so heavy on build a wall, you got legal immigrants coming in, they can be criminals and all that shit. You devils, you white people, through the elites on down, gave these Issacharites the capabilities and the weapons that they have in order to put themselves in this predicament, man. So y'all gonna be destroyed for that. You white people that's getting involved with that, a lot of y'all gonna be destroyed, and you elites, y'all gonna be put in slavery. And after y'all 1,000 years of slavery is up, y'all gonna be put to death. Put to death, man. So ain't nobody getting away, man. This is Micah chapter 2, verse 1. It says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds." Right, y'all concocted a plan to do that, to give them the weapons. And it was busted out a couple years ago, man. All that was busted out. I forgot the operation name. I know one of them was Operation Fast and Furious or something to that effect, but you'll have to go look it up. I forgot, But you white people, you Edomite devils, had y'all agents give these cartels the weapons and everything. "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it," right? Because it is in their power, in the power of their hand, right? Y'all had the money to do that. So y'all went on and did it, and now Mexico been in uproar ever since. But that's destruction unto y'all. Okay, it says, back to the article, it says, "The aim was to recover peace and calm for all Mexicans," he added. And that ain't gonna happen because we ain't in the time of peace. We are at the time of war. Right, see, y'all in the wrong, like I was just saying in the beginning, through the spirit, how about Shemel Shah? Y'all in the wrong spirit, man. We are in the time of war. You Issacharites are at war with this Edomite devil and all the sellouts that he set up. That's why, it's imperative that you come back to Yahweh Shema Shai and get right. All this is prophecy, though. All this is prophecy. So, Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under heaven. I'm going to jump. A time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. See, y'all in the wrong mentality, man. We are in a time of war, man. All right, it says the number of murders recorded in 2017 in Mexico was the highest ever seen, with a total of 25,339 people. Sales noted that federal police troops would be sent to the state of Colima and Baja California Sur, the resort town of Cancun, and the border city of Ciudad Juarez, among others. And they got a place called California over there in Cancun. Copying off these devils, man. It says, according to officials, the officials and local media, 25 people were murdered in different locations across the country over the weekend. Experts say and then as you see 32 bodies found in mass graves in rural Mexico, 11 killed in Mexico's border shootouts. It's them tribes, man. Issachar getting it, man. It says experts say most of murders in Mexico are related to drug trafficking, and that a government crackdown, which began last decade, is to blame for increasing homicide rates. Now, you know what? I forgot. I think that this what happened also with that whole once they gave the Issacharites the weapons, the Issacharites turned on the government. If I'm not mistaken, Issacharites killed them agents and turned on their government with it. And their government was involved, if I'm not mistaken. It says, which began last decade, is to blame for increasing homicide rates. More than 200,000 people have been killed since former President Felipe Calderon launched his signature anti-drug operation in December 2006. Rights campaigners have criticized the Mexican government for its new policies to involve the military in the anti-drug operations. Right, so yes, Christ are getting it. It's Yahweh Shai doing that to y'all. He gave y'all over to that for y'all death and destruction by using using this devil. So I got two more scriptures. This is Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge, I also will reject thee. Right, so since y'all don't know who y'all are, according to the scriptures, y'all, the Issacharites are getting destroyed, man. It says, because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children. This is Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8. It says, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. Right, so 2/3 going to be put to death anyway of the blacks, Latins, Native Americans. So the Issacharites over there in Mexico are getting what's coming, getting lining up with prophecy, Slakia. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and Yahweh is we up the elect. We've been tried and going through all our little fights, and then when the chip get pushed out, that's gonna be another trial. That's us going through the fire. And I will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is refined. They shall call on my name, right? So the name is out here, Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my power. So that's the end of the lesson. All praise to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. Double honors to the elders and apostles that rule well. And salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. Shalom.